Today we're going to talk about how the Blue Snaggletooth became the Bossk action figure. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. And today we're going to talk about how Blue Snaggletooth became Bossk. Now, it was very common for Kenner designers to take the original wax sculpt of an action figure and retool it into another figure. They done this with Han Solo, they done this with the Stormtrooper into the Hoth Stormtrooper, and many others. And you can really tell when you start to look at the Blue Snaggletooth and the Bossk figure that they are kind of similar in design. Same size, of course, because there's a blue Snaggletooth. It's not a red Snaggletooth. And probably the most obvious is the face. Let's pull this up. Hopefully you can see that right here. Let me get that to focus here. Focus. Focus. Really, you can tell the face really real good. It still has, they both have the same smile. But let's dig into this a little bit more. Let's take a look at the similarities between Blue Snaggletooth and, if I don't break it, a Bossk. As you can see here, the tooth on the Blue Snaggletooth is still showing, but the tooth has been removed for Bossk. But you can see they still have the same line as the mouth, very similar to each other. Now let's look at the back. It may be hard for the camera to pick this up, but you can see there's a dent right here in the figure's mold, and it's the same on the Blue Snaggletooth. So they have almost the same back. Turn the figures to the side, you can see each have the same shape of the arm. The bent at the elbow is the same. But let's get back to the front of the figures. The nose and face is definitely almost the same. Look at those big nostrils. You can really tell right there. And the collar is almost the same also. You have the red collar for Bossk and the blue for the Blue Snaggletooth. The design is different, but they are basically about the same mold. And although you can't really tell unless you're holding the figure, they both have the same indentation on the back of the leg right here and right here. But again, let's get back to the face. You can look at these two faces and tell that they used the same wax sculpt to make each figure. Now, before you tell me, Junkman, that's some crazy theory you came up with. I mean, maybe it's a coincidence, but no, check out this note that was found with the original wax sculpt of Bossk. This comes from the archives at Kenner. Original wax Bossk, Star Wars 359. Not really sure what the 359 means. 779, which I guess is the month and year 1979. And there it is at the bottom, done over the original Snaggletooth. Now again, this isn't really something different. A note just like the one found with the Bossk was found with a Hoth Trooper, showing that they took the wax sculptor from the original Stormtrooper and turned it into a Hoth Trooper. But I think this is probably the one that people don't really think they look alike until you start looking at them. And again, to me, it's the face that really looks a lot alike. Anyway, let me know what you think. Have you ever noticed the similarities between Bossk and Snaggletooth, or Blue Snaggletooth? I guess when it comes to the head, red or blue looks a lot like Bossk. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And until the next video, thumb up this one so I know you like my content. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.